Drink for me.
Drink for Marcus.
Drink for me.
Marcus.
For I can't do it anymore.
Hey, buddy, I've been drinking for you. Don't worry. We're having a
Act
good
like
time.
you mean it.
Marcus, I almost been drinking for about 2 of you.
Yeah.
That's how good we are, dude.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome back to the Works Every Time podcast.
Podcast.
The
Welcome.
best podcast in that you're listening to right now. And
That's true.
we just want to shout out everybody for coming to our live show. It was awesome.
It was a
Thank you
blast.
so much.
Justin
Was.
killed it.
Yeah. Blast from the past. Everyone was there. You were there, actually. That's why you're watching right now, because you went to the show and then you subscribed. So thanks for coming
Thank
out. And if you
Thank
haven't
you.
subscribed, do subscribe right now.
Subscribe right now.
Also, like, comment. Even though you just started watching, just leave a comment like, hey, I'm just starting. Just start engaging.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
ruined me and my wife's marriage at the live show.
Yes.
Good to see you guys doing your thing again.
That
Yeah.
sounds like you did a good job then.
Yeah.
We got to the bottom of it.
Got to the bottom of it. That's what we do here at the Works Every Time podcast. We get to the bottom of it.
We ruined
Absolutely.
marriages.
And then the other thing is make sure you check out our Instagram, subscribe to that, follow that, do the thing on that.
Yeah.
Shout out to our sponsors at TEJAS TONIC.
.com. Use the promo code WETPOD for 15% off. They got gummies and drinks and hats and shirts, even though you can't see the shirt right now, but they have those
Get it while it lasts.
while it lasts.
Yeah, thank you, Texas, for making it
No.
so fun.
It's a good time.
You guys need to grow the fuck up.
Hey, calm
Texas.
down. No F words.
Oh, Texas, you need to grow up.
I was really good the second time, too.
Really good.
Hey, Texas, can you just let us have our THC?
Hey.
Is that better?
Okay. And if you weren't at the live show, don't worry. You can catch us on July 26th in Fort Worth, your hometown. We'll be at the Hyenas Red Room. Check us out. That's
Yep.
Saturday, July 26th.
Boom,
Hyenas.
boom, boom, boom.
Fort Worth, Texas, home of the Fighting Phillips.
Yes, sir.
That's right. And we're going to sell that thing out. We're for the Fighting Phillips. Woo-wee. See?
So thanks for coming out, and we appreciate it. And we got a great episode today, right, Phil?
Yeah, but we got a lot in store. Wait till you hear this shit.
What,
Hear what?
And what is your plan?
Huh?
You got a plan, right, for this episode?
Yeah.
How are
yeah.
you going to just say that? And then you're going to be
I
all
don't know. I don't know why my brain switched to this episode already happened and I started talking after.
Well, this brain
like
already
we
happened?
recorded this at the end of it. Like
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this was crazy. You're gonna
Yeah.
enjoy this episode.
Yeah. No, you're going to
Sorry,
get
dude.
drunk.
Have you ever...
No, I'm not. There's
Come
not. I
on.
gotta.
Get drunk for me, please.
Dude,
There we
you know
go.
what's crazy is just when anybody gives you an excuse to drink, you're just like, yeah, I'm there. I'm there. I'm ready to.
There it is.
That's what I mean, dude. He's
Power.
cracking a beer. Him cracking a beer makes me want to open another beer. There's something with it. The camaraderie.
yeah.
Sometimes I
Not
like
until you
to-
finish that beer, though.
Oh.
Sometimes I like to pretend there's tahini on my rim when there's not.
That was crazy. I watched the beer, from profile. I could see the beer going into your mouth.
How hot was that? Did it turn you on a little bit?
No.
Your mouth start drooling a little bit?
No.
Yeah, you were.
I mean,
Yeah, you were, you little
there was
slut.
something in my mouth, but it was throw up.
Oh,
Yeah.
throw up.
Puke? Do
Puke?
you know what I'm talking about?
What is that?
It's like food that doesn't get pooped out, but goes the other way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Do you like puking or pooping? Ah!
What I like to do,
Okay, I'll ask a different question.
Yeah, ask a different question, dude.
you know what I like to do?
What?
I like when I have the opportunity to take a solid poop, I'll take that.
You haven't had a solid
Wait, yeah,
poop in
what is
years.
that?
What?
When's the last time you took a
Why
solid
this is a
one?
rarity. That's why I go through such a process. What I do is I take the solid poo, I freeze it inside some of my vomit.
Gross.
Yeah, and
What?
then I eat that, and I've just been building on that for like a decade.
Did you think how did you think that was going to go in your head?
About like that.
I want to
Probably
gross you
that.
guys out.
You did it. You
I
nailed
did.
that. You nailed that. You know what's crazy? I think about sometimes just
Keep drinking.
being
It's
healthy.
the smothered burrito that's getting me right now.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're drinking a beer after what you ate.
I was
It's
just
impressive.
I was in Laredo.
Yeah, what'd you do? Yeah, Laredo.
Well, I'm full of tortillas and meat.
You look
And
like
beans,
full of
dude.
tortillas and
Dude,
meat.
I love tortillas and meat. Ever since I've moved here, I feel like I'm becoming more Mexican every day.
My ancestors are like awakened right now.
Yeah, I bet.
There's a little dude inside of me that's just like,
Yeah. Yeah, he's trying real hard to cross the border that is your asshole.
Ah!
Buddy,
Yeah.
buddy,
Phillip, your
I'm about
ancestors
to
are
I'm about to be a caravan.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking
You got a coyote in your
talking
intestines.
Biden era border
Yeah.
open.
Yep.
Your ancestors are going, oh, senor, there's too many tortillas. No, Felipe.
It did not sound like that.
About to turn your
What do they
toilet
sound
into the
like?
They were
Rio Grande.
Chinese.
No, senor. Oh, there's Chinese. I'm sorry. Oh, Felipe, no more.
No, Phillip.
Oh, sorry.
Phillip.
Phillip, your tortilla. Your tortilla.
I think Asian voice, yellow.
Oh,
Is
fuck.
it? Is that considered yellow voice? Right? Asian voice.
That's fucked up. I feel like you can't say that.
It's yarrow.
It's going back.
Asian
I
voice?
think so.
Yeah, though there's a whole trend. Everything's getting more racist.
There's
Have you
a whole
not
trend-
watched comedy?
Yeah, there's a whole trend of everything's coming back because we can't think of anything new except robots.
Yeah.
The only we're coming back. We're like, listen to the music too. Music has got more soul.
I
to
feel
it,
like there's
more-
a whole new set of problems though.
so much more problems because all the kids that grew up with their phones are like, shit.
Bro, there's
how
still
am I doing life now?
There's still we can't say the word, but there's still like the virus implications around. There's still some shit around town that you'll see. You'll be like, that's a thing for a policy from that year and a half. You know, like it's been 5 years. No,
Give me an example.
it's kind of feels financial advice this week
oh, dude.
because what time is money, and
Yeah.
money is time, and
Yes.
I'm saving time by doing what I'm talking about. Do you remember during the pandemic when they took away our ability to go and pick up groceries?
Yep.
Yes.
And then everyone was like parked in the parking lot, and they made all of these parking spaces for online pickup.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you just open your trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's
Yeah.
using them anymore, right?
Yeah.
One or
No,
two
they
people
still-
at a time.
No, people do. No, dude, it totally changed. People are doing that all the time.
But not all the time.
Not all the time, but people are doing it.
What-
When I went home, dude, my mom was.
What I'm
we were
saying-
washing the groceries, dude.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. It is crazy.
Are we doing
I-
that still?
I literally, I came home and my mom, we got to wash it. And I go, I'd rather get the virus right now than
Yeah.
wash all of these things. And I
Right.
go, everything's dirty.
So what I'm saying is, I park there now. It's closer to the door.
Oh, you park in the thing where it says only 15 minutes
When it's
only?
like slammed busy out the fucking wazoo, and there's like like HEB's absolutely packed.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
I just park in the pick up and go section, and then what are they gonna say? You gonna tow my car in 30 minutes?
True,
Good fucking luck.
Yeah, welcome back
Yeah,
to
that's
Phillip's
true.
advice, dude. Park where you want.
Yeah,
They're
straight
not
up. They're
gonna
like,
tow
sir,
it.
you can't park there. That's for pickup. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
picking it up.
I am picking
then
it
I'm
up.
going.
Picking it up straight up. Yeah, it's like I'm doing your job. Like, I don't know.
Dude, so you're talking about Phillip's advice, Phillip's financial advice, right?
Yeah.
And you're talking about the generation. So yesterday I went to Taco Bell to treat myself. Hey. And I was by myself. So I was like,
That's
you know,
sad.
Yeah,
why is that sad?
buy yourself Taco Bell.
I was
Not
craving-
even, not even the by yourself. It's the treating yourself.
Dude, when you're stoned and you want Taco Bell,
I get it.
Taco Bell slaps. When it's good, it's good. I got a good Taco Bell next to me.
It's good.
When it's good, it's good.
That's it.
Was
But
it good?
sometimes you don't go to Taco Bell during the day. Figure that out.
I
Day
think what
crew
you
doesn't
meant-
know how to
I
cook
think what
Taco
you-
Bell.
I thought what you
Night
meant to
crew
say
knows
is
what's going on, dude.
When it's great, it's good.
Oh yeah, dude. You know what? That's what I say about any fast food is that if they make it fresh, dude, fast food fresh is so good. But back to the point. This is not the point. I was talking about fast food. So anyway, the total comes out. I remember it. The girl goes, it's $18.26.
Nice.
I had a $20 bill.
Could have went to Chili's.
Could have went to Chili's, that's right. But I wanted Taco Bell because I was craving it and I wanted a big Mountain Dew. Also, they downsized the Mountain Dew.
Whoa.
Bullshit.
Okay.
Whatever. Fine. Oh, less sugar. Good
Yeah.
for me.
Would you say you're like a one issue voter?
Like a one issue voter? Mostly because I probably know of the one issue that I'm voting on.
Smaller
Legalize
Mountain
weed.
Dews. Okay. Smaller amount. Never mind.
So there it goes. It's $18.26.
Taco Bell's hitting you.
It is. It's fucking coming up hard. And anyway, I pull up to the window and I hand her a $20 bill. It's $18.26. She hands me back $1.30.
Yeah, it should be $1.74.
Correct. Correct.
That's almost $2.
I looked, but the thing is that made me so like I laugh at it because
She's scraping, bro.
Dude, I get all the wrong change all the time, and these kids hand it back to you just so confident that they don't even look at you. They go, "Here's your change," and they don't look at you. And they're like, "I'm confident," that they just like guess. They just guess.
Yeah.
They're guessing the coins, and they're like, "I think this is right." I don't even think they think it's right. They're just like, "I'll give them coins,
Bro.
That's what it is. Wait, dude. So get this. I have to tell you this part. I'm so sorry,
I'm guilty of doing that.
dude. So get this.
I rounded up.
Before I gave her the $20 bill, it was $18.26. The girl goes, "Sir, do you want to round up your change for charity?" I said no,
Yeah.
but I still didn't get all my change. What?
You know what you should do? Have you ever given them the thing where you go in and if it's 18.26, you go and you hand them a 20? Have you ever handed them the 26?
Oh,
I do that every time, dude.
It
Oh,
blows
yeah.
their fucking mind. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're sitting there looking at you like, it's
I'm like,
$2
I want
back.
$2 back. I want two $1 bills back. And they're
They go-
like,
yeah.
Their brains can't comprehend
you
what the
already
extra
gave.
26
They're like,
cents is.
they go like, you already gave me more. Why
Yeah.
are you giving me more?
Why
They do.
Yeah. It already covers
Yeah.
the bill.
And I'm like, no,
Is
no.
this my tip?
It's because
more.
I want full bill back. And they're like, yeah, you think you're high at Taco Bell? Imagine working at one of those places,
Yeah,
dude.
right.
Are you kidding me?
Imagine being Taco Bell employee high, and then Justin High walks in, and you're like, fuck.
And then on top of that, you're like, dude.
There's no way.
The crazy thing is, when you drove away, you know they turned to a coworker who also wasn't really there, and they were like, I gave that guy the wrong size Mountain Dew.
No, they didn't. They know
I
that.
just imagine, man, he was like, just all in the kitchen. Oh, man, that motherfucker was like,
Yo, you know that goose that ordered the tacos? He gave me too much money, and then he gave me more money, and then he said I didn't give him enough back, and then he was like, my Mountain Dew was the wrong change.
What are geese doing for a living to have extra monies?
And then his coworker's like, yo, this is a Subway, bro. I don't even know empanada, dude. We don't even sell Mountain Dew, man. You gave that guy a Sprite with some lime juice in it.
In a kid's cup. He didn't even fucking complain.
Yeah.
I didn't.
He's all political about it now.
I didn't complain at all. I looked at her and I go, I'll remember this to talk about it later.
No, you weren't.
I would have been like, this is not the right change.
I wrote it down for
Why
my
didn't
own-
you ask her, hey, I need more money?
Because it wasn't worth it, Marcus.
It's
What am I going to do
always
with the
worth it.
coins? What am I throw them in a jar and I
Yes,
look at the
you
jar
throw 'em
and
in
I
the
go,
jar.
that jar is never going to get full because you know what I do with that jar, Marcus? You know what I do? I need the money that I put in there, so I'm always taking it out of
Yes,
the jar.
that's your 401k. The K is for coins.
It is 401k, but I don't think $13 is a
401
lot.
coins.
Yeah.
It's literally 401 coins.
Yeah.
My 401k is more like 401 coins.
That's a good joke.
What's more sad is that at most that could be $401
Yeah, no.
if you got a hold of $401 coins.
I keep all my change, man. I keep there's
I know
a guy
you do, Marcus.
Dude, the show I did earlier afterwards when I was coming here and then not come here and then come here again.
Petty. That was petty.
Thanks
That
for
was
reminding
Petty
me.
as fuck.
But it's also
Say something positive now, because we haven't done that rule, because that was petty.
I got something
Also,
positive.
the audience doesn't know what happened.
Doesn't
about
matter.
This.
I got that. You want to hear the positive part? When I was in limbo, a guy came up to me and was like, yo, you had a good set. And then he gave me $5. There's a tip jar on stage. He just gave it right to me, and I was
Did
like,
you tell the rest of the show?
no, I had to.
You greedy
no,
son of a bitch.
I had to not come here. I had to go now.
Where was your show?
It was north, Austin.
Nice.
Super far.
Yeah.
Really close to my house.
Cool. Yeah, I had some shows too close to my house. And
Yeah. What happened?
boy, would you know that when it finally rained in Austin when they said it
It
would.
poured.
You know what I said to the guy at the
Straight
bar?
line winds. I almost took a picture of the clouds. It was crazy. It's hard to describe, and it's probably not worth talking about a podcast. But the entire sky was split like a pokeball. It was the craziest thing in the world.
What do you
I don't know
mean?
if that's a symptom of like straight line winds happening.
It is.
But half of the sky, like it was cloudless. And like
Whoa.
a straight razor blade line was just like dense clouds and a rainbow driving into Austin. Because I drove in as like everything was drying.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what?
It's kind of crazy to see.
But last night, so we had another storm today in Austin. But last night there was
Yeah.
there was another thunderstorm. But it didn't seem, honestly, dude, the thunder. It doesn't seem real anymore. Does that make sense? It almost feels like it's fake.
You saying these
Because
are
the-
generated storms, brother?
Yes,
it's AI
because
weather.
Dude, because the thunder, I've never heard thunder and lightning.
What do you
It's
know?
so aggressive.
What do you know about cloud seeding?
Cloud seeding, I know that they take, like, it's when the baseball
Yeah, I didn't know anything
players,
about it.
the baseball players
No,
are eating
you're wrong.
sunflower. Okay, so,
Try again.
It's when a plane ionizes the atmosphere to make clouds.
oh, Mr. Smart Man, what's ionizing mean then?
Fuck if I know. I just know that that's what's happening.
Exactly, bitch.
Yo, it's when
I
they
didn't
put
mean that. I was
iodine
aggressive.
in
I'm so
seeds.
sorry. I love you. I didn't mean that.
I need more iodine in my diet. That's what my Indian doctor said.
you have
You
an
need
Indian
iodine.
doctor?
Yeah, that's how I
Like
know he's
Native
good.
American? Or
No.
One of my healthiest friends, he takes iodine supplement every day.
What is Wait,
It helps
Iodine, isn't that
eradicate.
the
It
thing
helps
they use-
eradicate radiation in you.
that's what I was going to say. Isn't that what they use it for?
They take whenever you're in like Chernobyl, when they were in the Chernobyl, they were giving people iodine drip bath, bro. We should be taking iodine. There's just radiation floating.
Hey, guys, we
do you
need
know
to
that
see what
we're
your
dying right now? I listen to the craziest podcast on the way from Florida. The whole money system is fucked. They're gonna come and kill me after I tell you this. This is crazy. They're making us sick, bro. They're poisoning us, but they're also involved in the cure. So they're just fucking. It's an in the cycle of just eat the shit, die off the shit,
Yeah.
get cured from the shit. We sell it all, baby. Come on back down. And then there's been $21 trillion missing from the United States deficit since 1995. What the fuck's that going on? People think it's going to a shadow government offshore. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just literally supplying a military budget that is secretive because technology is moving fast and we don't want these other countries to know. But $21 fucking trillion. Did you know in 2008 when they forget all the mortgages, they give up $21 trillion then too? $27 trillion. Do you know how much every single mortgage in the United States was at that point?
No.
Total $7 trillion. What was the extra fucking $22 trillion
It's
for?
the same with the Taco Bell change, but on a big scale.
Yeah, I'm losing my
It's
mind.
like a grande version of that.
Back on Phillip's financial advice.
And this is why I told him to drink more.
Yeah,
See
it
how
was great.
engaged he was?
That was
Do
good.
either of y'all bank with JP Morgan?
Not anymore.
No, not anymore.
Good. That's what.
Big
that's,
fan of Jamie
that's what she
Dimon,
said.
though.
That's bank
What?
local.
Jamie Dimon?
Porn star, stop it. Is that a
Jamie
porn
Dimon?
star?
Is it?
Jamie Dimon is not a porn star.
Is it our golf
What is
buddy?
that, a
No,
bank?
Jamie Dimon is the CEO of JP Morgan.
Ah!
Jamie
You
Dimon's
porn star?
No,
You nasty.
He was the successor to gold.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Was he?
His dad was gold.
Man,
His mom
Sachs.
was silver, and he's JP Morgan's kid, Jamie Dimon.
Crazy, bro.
No, Jamie Dimon is the CEO of JP Morgan Chase. He's like the most powerful banker in the country, in the world, probably.
The most powerful banker? What is it?
He's one of
Okay.
the most influential bankers in the world.
So, okay, that makes almost
cooked,
sense.
bro.
What does that mean then? What does he do if he's the most influential banker?
he kind of just hangs out and talks to people, like legitimately. I don't think he does much other than kind of like, I don't think we should do that. And then like 3 other things happen, and you're like, what the fuck?
But
Who
we
was the
could get
guy
these.
that did Enron?
I don't know.
Madoff.
No, Madoff was
Madoff did the Ponzi
different.
scheme.
Yeah.
She talked about that too, and talked about how Diamond was like pretty complicit in that because he was taking all the money and supposed to be purchasing securities
Wait.
because he was a shareholder or whatever, like a yeah, what do they
He
call
holds
it?
shares.
Yeah, for other people.
Yeah.
I don't know what's that called, index
Shareholder.
fund or something. I don't fucking know. But apparently, J.P. Morgan was the sole account holder, and there was only one account for them the entire time,
Yeah.
and
Lit, right?
they knew. Like J.P. Morgan knew before.
Yo, I don't know if you know this, but
I don't know.
fraud.
The podcast blew my mind.
Yo, fraud doesn't happen by accident.
Yeah, I'm regurgitating all this information too. It's
I can
not
tell.
Even, yeah, I'm sorry. I was like, what the fuck? Let me give the credit to
What
the
the
lady.
fuck is going on?
Let me give
I
the credit to the lady who said all this shit.
Yeah. Let me find the psycho bitch that said this shit.
It was
So-
I don't want you thinking I think this. This is
it was
crazy.
Catherine Fitz.
Oh, Catherine Fitz.
She's
Yeah.
throwing a fit.
She's a porn star. I don't know.
I would not.
Drink up more Lone
I
Stars,
would
buddy.
let her manage my 401k, but I would
Yeah.
not. Yeah,
Have
no
you
way.
guys been, speaking of 401k, the 401 cents that I have,
$4?
It's going up.
it's going, I mean, since I've
Do you
gotten
need
here,
some more? I have $1. I have a $5 bill in my
401 pennies is worth more as a weapon than it is as a currency.
that's actually very true. Honestly, that's why I
I'll give you
keep
$5
them.
for that penny sword made of 401
They're
pennies.
stopping making pennies. Pennies are about to be. That's why I've been saving them.
Why are you saving them?
Because they're going to stop making them. So in the future, people are going to be like, "You have a
Because they
penny."
say they're useless.
They say that.
Well,
That's how you know they're not useless. It costs
I
them
get
3
it.
cents to make a
so
penny.
you're saying like whenever all the money's gone, those pennies are going to buy you a nice car.
No, it's going to buy me a xenomorph suit that I can use to fucking survive. buddy, cars aren't
What's a
going to matter.
xenomorph suit?
It's like it protects you from the radiation Phil's talking about. In the future, you're
And
not
how
going to
many
be.
pennies
There's not
does
going
it
to be
take
any
you to buy
roads.
that? How many pennies does it take you to buy a xenomorph suit?
Dude, we'll see, man. I don't know, but I'd rather have the pennies than not have the pennies.
I
Okay,
think
question.
we're better off going to golf courses and collecting golf balls and reselling them.
That's a great business model too.
Yeah, people are already doing that, Phillip.
So I'm saying it's a proven market.
But
What do you want
he's
to do? You want to
thinking into
reinvent
the
the fucking
future.
wheel?
He's thinking into the future. You're thinking right now.
Yeah.
He's thinking about these pennies.
Yeah, I'm broke right now. That's the issue.
Yeah, but in the
That's
future,
true.
you're going to be dead right
But see,
now,
Marcus,
and
the
I'm going to
thing
be
is-
in a xenomorph suit.
But Marcus, the thing is, you got to live in the
Native
now.
pennies.
You got to live in the now
Yeah.
because you can't think of the future. Because if you think about the future, then you're going to worry, and then you don't
I'm
have
not
a.
worried.
But
Do I
then you
look
don't have a
worried?
bunker because we only have $5
Justin, I
and
need you
401
to
cents.
worry about the future.
I only worry about my future. That was me acting. I'm so worried about the fucking future.
Hey,
I'm literally
Justin.
losing my mind.
Are you
They're coming
stressed?
for you?
I'm so stressed, dude.
Is that why you put a Zin in?
Oh yeah, no, I put a Zin in because I'm addicted and I can't stop putting a Zin in my mouth.
Yeah, you
That's how they're
can.
poisoning you, dude.
You can
Hey.
stop.
You know what it says on the can too? It says this product contains nicotine, which is an addictive product. The crazy thing is, I didn't even read it off the thing. I know that.
You know why
Isn't
they
it
do that?
crazy?
So they can save the money on the lawsuits, bro. They're poisoning you.
You know where they don't put, hey, this is an addictive product? Porn.
Yeah, you know where
they
don't-
should open every porno with, hey, man, you might like this shit a lot. So just be careful.
Marcus,
might
you really like
gum your
porn,
britches.
don't you?
I'm just saying it's an addictive thing. They don't put it on beer either.
I mean, I don't watch
They
porn.
should put it on alcohol. Like, I know you don't watch porn. You do Zin.
It's true.
Yeah. It's me with the beer at the corner of a Sunset Strip bar. Fuck. Watch this.
Fuck. That's it.
Yeah, I'm pretty silent. Kind of surprise.
Yeah.
You're pregnant.
You're pregnant.
The bar is pregnant. Surprise. Keep that tab open.
You were asking, have you ever gotten blacked out drunk and woken up somewhere randomly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you?
Oh, yeah. I got blacked out drunk one time, allegedly did some cocaine, and woke up in a Land Rover that wasn't mine.
Wow.
Oh my God.
It was parked next to the bar that I was drinking at, and I only woke up because some girl was like knocking on the window, and then I like rolled over and looked at her, and she was like, ah, and ran away. And I was like, oh, this is not my Land Rover, because I don't have a Land Rover
No
at all.
shit.
Yeah.
So whose Land Rover was
This
it?
is not my
I don't
Odyssey.
know.
What This is a whole different kind of Odyssey.
Nah, this is Saturn. This is the Saturn View
This is
days,
a-
dude.
This is the Cyclops part of the Odyssey.
You ever wake
can
up
we-
and you're like, this is a nice car. I must have made moves last night,
Yeah,
dude.
Question. Come on, Marcus. Can you say
Did
what
I
you
do
can
that
you
cocaine
say-
or did I sell all of it?
I
Meet
think
the
I
supplier.
sold some
and
of it, dude.
triple down.
Yeah.
Question. Can
Woke
Do I
up
work
in
for-
someone else's Land Rover. Sorry,
So-
go ahead,
Do
Justin.
I work for JP Morgan and Chase?
No, I was just gonna say you woke up in a Land Rover. You said.
Or Range Rover. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't
what-
see the outside.
But the thing is, I wanted you to tell him, what do you actually drive?
At the time, it was a Saturn View.
Ah,
08.
this thing looks the same. A Land Rover.
No, it was just, what was crazy was it was unlocked.
My thing
That's
is,
how
how
I
did
got
you
it.
Yeah,
end up-
that's
I've
their
never done
fault.
that.
Yeah, dumbass.
But
You know
also,
what?
where were you at? California?
No, this was Michigan, Ann Arbor.
Oh,
Car should have been locked.
you know what?
No, Ann Arbor is like the California of
Oh,
Michigan.
Ann
It's
Arbor's very nice.
rich and
It's very
ritzy.
rich.
Oh,
It's
it's the
not
one
a,
place I want to go if I go to Michigan because I
For-
saw that it's coastal in a weird way.
not coastal at all.
Michigan has more coastline than any other state in the country.
That's
Last
true.
time I try to pump up your fucking state. Piece
Hey.
of shit, Michigan.
Hey, you want to hear what I
Fucking-
did?
Yeah, I want to go to Flint. Take a bath.
You don't want to
Yo.
go to Flint. You don't want to go to Flint.
Yo, you'll float.
I bet.
Flint is the worst, dude. You so
Yeah, I went to Flint and I went on the Flint diet. I lost 60 pounds and I have bone cancer.
Shout out Flint. I love Flint. Shout
No,
out
you
Jay
don't.
Harris. I do. I like
you know
Flint.
That's bullshit.
you know what I tell every person. You
like
know when
Flint.
you're driving into Flint, when you're driving on the highway. I think it's I-75, yeah. And there's this big turn, and all of a sudden the sky.
A bunch of dead kids from drinking bad water.
No, close. It's just gray skies. Every
Yeah,
time
it
you
is.
drive
It
into
is
Flint,
gray skies.
it is literally gray skies, and the whole vibe of the day changes. And you're in Flint, and you know that.
Yeah.
But the thing I wanted to tell
Sounds
you,
wonderful.
it's not. And
How's
then
Ann
you-
Arbor? Talk more about Ann Arbor.
No,
Beautiful.
I wanted to tell you about my drunk story about how you got into a car.
Yeah.
So at one of my old dive bars I'd go to.
Ooh.
What makes it a dive bar? Was there like a pool?
5 people would go there and you would have the whole bar to yourself if it was your friends.
Yo, but at least you had quorum.
Yeah, that's a good word too.
Enough people to get drunk.
Quorum.
Quorum.
Is that what does quorum mean exactly?
He knows so much stupid shit that. No, I asked him.
It means like you have to have a minimum amount of people to make decisions, like on a board or something.
Decorum.
Decorum's different.
Decorum is
That's like
decoration.
manners.
That's the shit you put on your Christmas tree.
You don't need decorum in a dive bar.
Yeah, you do. It's
No
a whole
decorum
bunch
in
of.
a dive bar.
It's a whole bunch of decor. You know what the decor is in dive bars? It's NASCAR hoods, it's bottle caps, it's neon signs of Budweiser, Busch Light, Bud Light, Pabst Blue Ribbon, Natty Light,
Lamp
Coors
light
Light.
only.
What'd you say?
Lamp light only.
Lamplight only, and that's a good bar. You
That's
know
a
you're gonna,
good bar.
you know
There's
you're gonna get a
lamplight
good beer deal
But the
there.
whole damn place is lit the fuck up.
It's lit up. It's
How
like
many lamps
Christmas.
we got in this motherfucker?
I love it, and you got to turn them all on individually. Click, click, click.
Yeah, but
So where are we
this,
going,
this
dude?
one
I've been
turns on
asking-
that
been
light.
asking
That
for
one
4
turns on
years.
this light.
You got to come back to
feel like a
Michigan.
kid. I'm never gonna get to go to Disney World. I'm never gonna get to go to Michigan. My
Yeah,
life fucking sucks.
Come to Michigan. We'll take
We'll
you
take
there.
you
What do
there.
I? Yeah. Okay.
Well, actually, Daytona's the place I'm talking about is Daytona's. Shout out to Daytona's. That's where my 21st birthday was. Got drunk there. But we used to have now it's changed to a restaurant. It's not cool. We played Club Keno there. You know, Michigan, you'd gamble there.
Club Keno.
But anyway,
Oh my
the story I
God.
wanted to tell you is I got real drunk with my friends
Why
one
can't you
day.
gamble in Michigan, just laws or
A lot of natives.
so? What is that like? So the casinos are on
No,
reserves.
Well, they are.
I don't know.
There
I
are
honestly don't know why.
There
you can
are
gamble
Indian-
He said y'all peeled out from the
there are
Trans-Siberian thing downtown, and y'all went
There's
to the
3
casino?
casinos downtown Detroit, and that is not
What do
native
you mean
land.
downtown? Like smack
I
dab
mean,
in the
like,
That's
skyline?
in the heart.
Downtown.
That's the heart of Detroit.
How
It's
does
3
that-
casinos. It's LCA Arena. It's Comerica
And
Park.
you're talking full table games, all
Well,
that shit.
it's everything.
You can
It's
smoke
Las
inside
Vegas.
of one of them.
It's you can smoke it. Oh, actually, yeah.
oh, shut
Greek
the fuck
town.
up. Why?
You can smoke
don't
in
know.
every casino.
That's
That's
like nowhere else, right?
Yeah.
Vegas.
It's you want to know what it is?
That's what I'm saying.
Can I
though.
tell
Like,
you
Vegas,
this?
Okay, Vegas is different.
No, Michigan
Yeah, but
has.
yeah, but casinos. Go
Smoking
ahead.
in bars you can still do in Texas some places because of 5150 laws, but the gambling is like a pretty hard legal barrier for anything to pass, I feel like.
Yeah, dude, we got
You have
nothing
to
else to do in
literally be, like,
Michigan, bro. We're
owed
it's
reparations
winter. We go
by
to the
the
casino.
government.
We gamble our money. They give the taxes to the government when they make so much money off us, and then they started making gambling even harder to win money. So people are losing more after COVID. And but yeah, there's 3 casinos. There's
Just
great
blows
food.
my fucking mind.
Yeah,
Y'all
dude.
have an MGM
Michigan is the shit.
Grand?
Michigan should be like the LA or New York that everybody thinks that
This
you
is
know.
this is straight up like a Vegas hotel.
Yeah.
It is. It's dope. Casinos are fun.
MGM Grand. There's the
Motor
Motor City
City.
in Greektown.
Breakaway.
And then if you go across the river to Canada, they have a Caesars Windsor.
I've been to that too.
Motor City.
That's most of my
Motor City is where
Yeah.
my family goes. We're a Motor City.
151
your
family.
Motor
Right.
City family.
That's
We're
a
a
good
Motor
looking
City
sports
family.
book.
I was a either Greektown guy. I remember one time. This is way back, right? I went to a Wings game or
Hollywood
something.
Casino at Greektown.
Yeah, Greektown Casino, man.
This is nuts to me that y'all just have full blown.
Yeah, see, states can do
Wide
this. I don't
floor
know what Texas.
casinos.
Texas is living. We've been legal for a long
They're
time.
on
Texas,
the river.
Yeah, dude,
They
it's-
got river boats, dude.
That's got to be something to do with it.
My fraternity, we used to go on the river boat. We would rent out the river boat.
I'm going up to
Really?
Ann Arbor
Yeah.
now to see if
The-
there's fucking.
the-
You don't want to go to Ann Arbor's not where you go. You got to go to Detroit.
Ann Arbor's different. Ann Arbor's a college town.
Ann Arbor is where white folks go to drink beer.
I want to go to Mackinac.
That is true. That is
Detroit is where you go
accurate.
to party
Yeah, you party in
and
Detroit.
gamble and get crazy.
Yeah,
I was trying to tell you guys a story. a
man,
long
you would
time ago,
love
yeah.
Detroit. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Justin.
No, it's fine. I don't want to talk about Detroit.
what was your story?
I hear worse things about Chicago than I hear about Detroit in terms of
Yeah.
like public safety.
Detroit is good now, dude. I tell everybody. Everybody's like, Detroit's scary. I'm like, no, it's not, dude. It's
That's what
so much,
everyone says
it's
too.
so much safer than Austin. I would feel way more comfortable in Detroit
Yeah.
than I do Austin. And I love Austin to death. I do. I love Austin. But Detroit now is like white suburbia, rich people.
Pretty
It's
spread out too.
it's coming
Detroit's a big
back.
ass city.
Very spread
Well,
out.
it's
In
coming
Austin, all the
back.
problems are pretty condensed,
Yeah,
and that's
Well,
an issue right now.
Do you know that Detroit, like back in the day, it used to be like a very rich
Yeah, you'll
area.
have a train that runs through buildings.
Yeah. And then it became a drug area and everything
Yeah.
burned down. And now white people bought it again. Ford bought it. And they're trying to make the city good again.
Make Detroit great again,
For real.
but also Detroit versus everybody.
and also casinos.
I mean, here's my thing. I love the idea of other people gambling. I don't like gambling because I'm a cheap fuck.
I love to
I'm
gamble.
so glad gambling was something I was never addicted to. I've been addicted to pretty much everything
But if
except
you ever
gambling.
if you ever had buku bucks, would you gamble on sports?
No. I would go to the
You
game and
should
buy
bet
a
on
suite.
sports.
That's what people say, and I'm like, I love. What's crazy is like I've been watching every Tigers
You
game.
do have an addictive personality, but I
I
feel
do.
like you also have the
I'm
ability
cheap.
to be like, let me put up a $5 parlay that's crazy. I don't know. I don't only gamble with money you're comfortable losing, which is
I don't
want
wanna lose any money.
Yeah, that's what my uncle says.
This is what I used to do when I would go to the casino with my buddies, right? We go to Caesars Windsor, we go across the border, we're 19, we can drink, we can look at titties. They would all go gamble and then be like, oh, I wonder if I'm going to win. I'm like, here's my gamble. I'm going to give the bartender $5 Canadian. He's going to give me a Heineken. I win. Give him another 5 Canadian. He gives me a Heineken. Oh, I win again.
Yeah.
Give him another 5 Heineken, 3 in a row. Holy shit, I can't lose.
But
You're
imagine,
jackpotting on Heineken.
but
every
imagine
time.
having a Heineken and blackjack at the same time. Money.
Better idea. Heineken, go to the strip club, black stripper. Win every time. But then you realize you're actually out of money, so now you got to go to the ATM. The bouncer walked me to the ATM because I didn't have any money and I'd already gotten the dance. They do this weird thing in Canada where they'll let you get the dance before you give them the money because they're really nice.
Yeah, they're really nice. Sorry
Too
about
nice.
that.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Canada, Michigan. I love Texas, but god damn it, you guys got to get your shit together. You know what I mean?
We're getting really backwards in the laws.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, you
Yeah.
take everything away and it's like, hey, Greg Abbott, buddy, pretty soon they're going to stop making ramps for you too. Because they're going to be like, ramps are gay. We can't have that. And then
Yeah.
what?
And then what? You're gonna get him. What is he gonna?
How's he going to get anywhere?
That's what I'm gonna say. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
They're going to get rid of everything.
Are they trying to get rid of everything?
Yeah.
I was
Except
trying to see
churches.
if there's casinos in Mexico.
Of course there is. It's Mexico.
Yeah, there is.
I guessed. It's Mexico. They have
Yeah. What-
drugs everywhere.
What are they going to make it illegal?
I don't know. People more.
Dude,
more
the cartels selling avocados. They do whatever the fuck they
The
want. They're like,
cartels
hey,
sell
you
them.
guys want them avocado? No, we're doing it now. Fuck it. We're selling them for how much
They're
now?
good.
It's insane.
Dude.
And that's why,
it's the only place you can get them from.
dude, the only reason I knew about this is because I work in the kitchens and all the people are like, yo, you better be asking people if they want lemons because the cartel raised the prices.
Yeah.
Boxes
I
of
tell you that
lemons,
at
dude,
Sunset, too.
$80.
I say, you better ask them if they want limes because I don't want to cut any.
You know that the cartels are the government's greatest way of laundering money back in the United States.
Yes. That's why they're making weed more illegal because then they can get the cartels to get the money. They don't want independent business.
We've also that's so like an unattached mindset around that because everyone knows that cartel. No one's gonna be buying that from the cartel.
You don't buy it from the
You don't
cartel. You
buy
buy it from a guy who bought it from a guy who bought it from the cartel.
There you go.
No, you buy it from a guy who got it from a guy in Colorado because America has the best weed in the world
That's true, actually, too.
and a surplus of it already.
That's
You
true.
know who
too.
else has
The
good weed?
legal states are drowning in this shit. They have to
Yeah.
let go of it for nothing on the dollar because they literally but if as it stands, if you have a neighboring state, you still can't even bring it in from out of state.
Yeah.
You know
Even if
what I
that
mean?
state has legal shit.
No, because it's not it's considered federal state drug trafficking. It's not.
It is
good.
drug
Yeah,
trafficking.
and it's illegal funds too. So the moment that money crosses state lines, you can
Yeah.
consider it for a complete. It's all sorts of messed up.
Mm.
And I think, yeah, dude, Texas moved backwards so crazy.
Yeah,
They're
dude.
banning anime.
And-
What? Are
Are
they?
you for real?
They don't understand the verbiage of anything, so they accidentally banned anime.
They
You're thinking-
accidentally?
You're thinking like, oh no, they didn't. It's like, yeah, they did, and then you worry about it because like they're going to use this as like a compounding law to like attack people because they know it's like a blanket.
Because they're
thing.
watching anime?
I don't know, bro.
Are you for real?
I thought Texas was a state to be like my entire life, 29 years. You grow up thinking like, oh, it's cool to be Texan. It's cool to be like this cool little liberty-based state that is unique and teaches sovereignty and like what it means to be an individual and what you can accomplish as an individual. And then now it's just like, what the hell? It's been hijacked by like crazy evangelicals.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, we're moving forward. We're gonna.
I'm
move
gonna
it
start going to church
backwards.
again, though.
I mean, it might be the networking opportunity of the century right now.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I quit doing weed. I've quit drinking. I drink decaf coffee. I went to the store the other day. I bought decaf coffee and Heineken Zero, and I was like, can I get a Bible with this too?
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Shit.
Hey, you could come to our church. I recommend
I
it.
don't wanna
you
go to your
can't- You can't
church.
get.
Oh.
They're gonna outlaw THC, but you can still buy a gun,
I already
drink
have
a
gun.
bottle of Jack Daniels,
I can't do that.
and do fucking
And
yeah,
drive your car.
and drive your car.
and then go shoot somebody.
That's
Yeah.
the beauty
What?
part. That the fact that my car passed emissions inspection in the morning, and that night the check engine light came back on, and it's like, damn, dude, I hope Texas don't find out. But they sent me the sticker already.
Well, the sentiment now is also like, okay, fine. If weed's dangerous, ban alcohol. Alcohol's even more dangerous. I want to be
Crazy
protected.
is that they don't
I want to
ban
be protected
alcohol.
from alcohol. I'd like to not walk into every establishment in the state and not be tempted with a draft beer. Why am I at a coffee shop? Why is there a beer available? It's 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what?
What the fuck?
That's what's crazy about Texas, though. It's just they're so old school in their ways, and alcohol was always with the cowboys. They always drinking whiskey.
They were smoking too, dog.
Yeah, dude. I don't get it though. There was one governor, I don't know what he was, but it's just like let adults do what they want to do. But I've always been saying that. It's just like, how are you controlling our lives?
You got to have
way?
lines with that too.
I'm
though.
telling you, brother, they're getting us ready for war.
They're what lines? They gave us alcohol.
Some
Alcohol's
adults
one of
want.
the worst
Some
drugs
adults
you can
want.
have.
Some adults want to do weird stuff.
They're getting us ready for war, bro. They're trying to make us make soldiers. They're getting rid of birth control. They're trying to make us angry and angsty. The only way to just like blow off steam is to blow off a load. It's gonna be crazy. I'm telling you, something's going down.
I don't know what they're trying to do. I
We're
mean, because
being-
the
we're
robots are
being-
coming. So
We're being heavenly, like really, I think heavily like governed right now. I think something like they've been saying it forever, but I think like I feel more pushed towards ideology that I don't have any part in right now than ever before.
And I've been off the Fox News too, not by choice. I've just got it's baseball season.
They're floundering.
Yeah.
They like, yeah. Their audience is starting to realize it's the same kind of repeat watch. Every news cycle is dog shit.
Well, I think the big thing right now is all the MAGA people are realizing that the Republicans who are in office, like they didn't codify the Doge cuts. So Doge, Elon Musk, the whole, we're going to cut government. They proposed all these cuts, and then Congress was like, well, we're not going to do that. Even the Republicans were like, we're not doing that.
No. And then the tax
Wait.
on overtime thing
Wait,
didn't
so
go
what
through like they
happened?
wanted it to.
No. So
Wait,
Doge, Elon Musk thing, Doge to Department of Government Efficiency
yeah,
to like get rid of all the excess spending that the government's doing.
yeah. They didn't do that.
Well, they need Congress to pass it.
Yeah.
So the Doge, this independent committee, like came up with all these cut this, and then they put it to Congress, and Congress is like, we're not fucking doing that. Even though Congress is majority Republican, the Republicans are like, we're not going to do that. Because what you realize at the end of the day is the Republicans and Democrats, I've been saying this for a while, they are all the same. They're all corporate motherfuckers, man. There's like 3 Republicans who actually give a fuck. It's like
Yes.
Rand Paul, the other motherfucker from Kentucky, I think. I can't remember the guy's fucking name. He looks like a nerd. The nerdier, the less pussy that a Republican looks like they get, the more Republican they actually are.
Yeah.
Like the Republicans who look like they actually get pussy, those are Democrats in disguise. Rhinos, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking rhinos. Sorry.
No,
I'm sorry. Let's go
Well,
back to
also, I don't
drunk
know. I
stories.
feel like it's like they all take a vow to the Constitution, and that shit's they're trying to.
Dog.
I don't. It's got to be a tough time, but also
Yeah, it's not the
I think
Constitution. It's APAC,
it's
dude.
understood. It's like understated too that these people not only lobby, but it's their social circle. So for anyone to like have a different idea is like social suicide on top of financial suicide, and no new term.
but
Yes.
Meanwhile,
the thing is, I don't understand is that
France's Congress is like average age is like 34. I love that
we are
shit.
going to legalize prostitution.
Yeah, I mean, but shit, at least they're represented by the people that the bills are going to impact. But
Yeah,
at this
'cause
point,
you know why? Because their 34-year-old president is having sex with a fucking 65-year-old woman, man.
wait,
Oh,
what?
Macron.
Yeah, the president of France is sleeping with his former teacher. He was groomed.
Macron?
Yes.
Really?
And what's
Yes.
going on?
Yeah.
When did this come out?
Oh, years ago.
Is it still happening?
Yeah, they're together.
Oh, that's
And now the theory is everyone thinks she's a man.
So what's happening?
They're just together.
Man,
It's France.
France has been around for a long time. huh?
France is weird, dog. Y'all never been, but man.
United,
woo.
yeah, I need to go to Europe. I need to see some
Yeah.
old world bullshit because this country's still flipping out and be like, what's the next 250 years gonna look like? And I'm just like, who gives a shit? We don't
Buddy.
have castles. Like, what are you talking about?
Buddy.
How many times is this place gonna implode? And
Yeah, I don't
telling
get
you.
it. I want to know like what we're
That's what
doing,
Allie
why
said
we
today.
have to go backwards.
Allie
It's
was
just
like-
like, what is it? Why can't we just move forward and just?
you guys don't understand the context of America. America was all the people in Europe who were like,
now there's over
we need to
1,000
be more.
billionaires.
We want to follow our religion. The people who came to America they called them Puritans.
Yeah.
They were more religious than the people in Europe.
but the thing is, it's like,
That was only
when are
8
you guys gonna
generations ago.
adapt? When are they did it all to us and they're not adapting, but they're making us like adapt, but they're not adapting, but it's
called double standard.
Been a long time. Also, America's had like, we're untouchable up until recently. Now with the way technology's heading, like, dude, you have to understand how like much of a gold mine it was to develop America. Had to have been. There's no, like, the only two countries that touch it are one that was a country we already beat for a long time, and then the other one was a country that's like so small on a peninsula off of our massive ass country.
what countries
And then
are you
not to
talking
mention,
about?
we have two massive oceans that allowed us to develop for 250 years.
Yeah, what countries are you talking about?
Mexico and Canada.
Ah, our
Yeah.
neighbors.
Yeah, Canada's like, okay, good luck. Yeah, good luck with the pound thing. We already figured that out. Yeah, that's cool. We'll appreciate that. And then Mexico has been always like, we had some issues with them up at the top, but now, you know, but I just think it's all growing pains. It just sucks. You sit here and you think, as a comic, you're like, man, I don't think I was born in the right year to have the 20-year career in the right time gap. You know what I mean? You ever
Yeah.
think
I
like
think we're
that?
born at the perfect time, bud.
That's what most people. Yeah, I think so too. I think in
Well,
like,
now I think it's coming back around
but
in
think
a
about
circle
that in terms
because
of like a country over the courses of millenniums. You're like, oh shit, we're kind of in the middle of a really, really weird time for our country's developmental state, which is not a good thing.
yeah,
But also,
I
we're doing this shit, so who knows?
I think it's just it's like we were going so forward with things, but like they can't handle it or something. They
No,
can't
there's
accept what they've
conservative
created.
values whipped it back. That's the whole point of that's the balance. Is that, well, I think that's all fucking.
So is
fake
that why we
too.
keep going? Is that why we keep voting Democrat, then Republican, and then a Democrat, then Republican?
That's how
We-
the
That's so
entire
great.
American system was designed to not make too much progress.
I never thought of that.
Political science
that's
used
really
to measure
sad.
swings?
Yes, and
And it's like
it was
worse-
designed with checks and balances to make sure that you don't go too far too fast.
But the thing is, the people at the top are going too far and too fast, and they're taking everything and ruining everything else for us.
What it seems like to me is what happened is the pendulum swung so far to the left, it went
Yeah.
back right really far, and
It's
it's that
going
little
real
bar
far.
game where you have to get the ring on the hook, and it just
Yeah.
kind of stuck on the hook for a while. Now everyone's going, well, we kind of still want to play, and then the right's just like, well, it's on the hook and it looks good, and it's almost, we think it's closing time, so
Yeah.
let's wrap this up. And
It's like that thing where you're like, hey, the sun's going down and I'm up by 2. Let's
Yeah.
just call it.
you know what y'all can do? Y'all can play with the jukebox for a
Yeah,
little
but
bit.
then the rest of the generation is like, no, the game's not fucking done.
Yeah. Our generation is sitting here like, we haven't even gotten our drinks
But
yet.
we were the bar
For
that
real,
got,
and we've
we
been
were
waiting
the generation
30
that got
years.
raised at the bar.
Yes.
our
real.
generation's like, dude, I ordered jalapeno poppers.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
said the kitchen was still open.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, but we deported the kitchen staff, so you're not going to get
Yeah,
those.
sorry. Happy hour ended in the 80s.
Yeah, legit, dude. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
If you're going to buy a house
dude.
now, imports on domestics are going to be fucking crazy.
Hey, dude, and you know that fun thing your parents used to do, drink and drive home? We're taking that away.
Yeah, they fucked that up too.
Yep.
They also fucked up seatbelt. You used to just be able to fucking shoot up heroin and drive to the other side of the country.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
You
Now
can
you'll get
still do
deported,
that. You can still do
What?
any of
and
that.
they'll give you heroin in the jail cell.
Yeah. Fentanyl.
No, it's called what-
Narcan.
methadone.
Ooh, good stuff.
Yeah, no.
methadone.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
When you get hooked on heroin, the government will give you methadone.
See, the government cares.
The government, yeah, they care so much.
Some
that,
governments will be like, clean needles, don't stop doing
you
heroin.
know what's crazy though? Like speaking of the government too, remember the health insurance? Like they tax you if you don't have health insurance. It's like, dude, I can't afford the health insurance.
Oh, here's my
But then they
favorite
tax
thing.
you on it.
Here's my favorite thing, right? Because me and my wife filed taxes together, and we have health insurance. And I filed it. I put it in the online, the system, Free Tax
Yeah.
USA or whatever, right? Put it in, sent it, got accepted by the IRS, and then they send me a letter, and they're like, "Hey, your numbers don't match our numbers. Can you send us the thing that we sent you?"
That's weird.
What the? First of all, if you already have numbers, why did I have to submit my numbers, which I got from you?
Yeah, that's what I think is
Yeah.
weird too. And they even
I'm
ask,
like,
Yes.
what the
also,
fuck?
then why ask
Yes.
for the information in
And
the
then they're
first
like,
place?
send us the thing that we sent you because it doesn't match. So I sent them all the shit. And I'm just like waiting. I'm like, do you want more money or are you going to
Yeah.
send me? What do you want?
And
I will
also-
send you. I already paid you money.
Yeah.
But I will
Yeah.
pay you more. Just tell me what you
Yeah.
want.
And also at the same time,
It's
you're
like
like,
Taco Bell.
can
dude.
you also call the people that are giving the health care and tell them that it didn't work?
Yeah.
No, you can't call anybody here
I don't
either.
know how much y'all
That's
paid,
another
but
thing, dude.
y'all should get that figured out too, because y'all are, I mean, Hey, Mom, you have 16 Netflix subscriptions and you're only using one of them right now.
Yes.
That's how I feel when I talk to the government.
Yeah,
about
no, it's like a
taxes.
thing. I just don't understand how, like, the taxes now at 2025, we should not have to do any of that. They should be like, it's done. We figured it out. I know there's other countries that do the fucking taxes and there's no taxes because they have it figured out.
Yeah.
So, like, they're doing it to fuck us over every time.
You got to pay taxes, bro. Otherwise,
I do pay taxes, and you know the
27
crazy
million.
thing is I got to pay more taxes,
Yeah.
and I'm still poor.
And then-
so it doesn't make sense because they don't need my taxes because they're still going to get the shit that they need.
You want to know the kicker of the whole thing?
What?
I got to pay every month. I pay $60 to Blue Cross for my health insurance. And then when I went to the doctors, they were like, you have a $105 copay. And I was like, what the fuck? And then a couple months later, I got a refund for those $105 because they're like, actually, you didn't have a $105 copay.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
And they're
no,
like,
but you
and then the doctor,
Yeah,
the Indian
didn't y'all
doctor
make
is like,
6 internal calls
Yeah.
to validate all of this before you even did anything?
Yeah.
no.
Why
What
did
the
I?
fuck?
Hey, why did I fill out the sheet of 100 questions if you didn't even know what was going on?
You know
I
my
just-
favorite thing?
Always put your social security number in wrong on that thing.
You know what my favorite thing is? When you go to the doctor and then the nurse asks you all the questions and then the
Yes.
doctor comes in and he looks at the sheet and goes and asks you the same questions
Yes.
over again. And I'm like,
Pisses me off.
can I talk to a manager?
Yeah, but then the lady comes in at the end and she's like, "So how are we paying for this?" And you go, "That's funny. Can you know where the door's at, right?"
here's how,
I know
here's
you.
how I'm
I know
paying.
you handle the finances, but surely you knew how you got here this morning. Could you point me to the front door
Yeah.
because I'm leaving?
Yeah.
Thanks for all your help.
And then they send you a bill.
And then I take my blood work that I get that
Yeah.
I paid or I'm in
oh, yeah,
debt
you got to
for,
pay for the blood.
and I give it to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT tells me you're fine. Drink a little bit more water.
yeah.
You know what happened to me?
That's what I did today.
I went to, I think, I don't know if I've said this yet, but
You
the
did.
last time I got all that blood work. No, I went to the doctor for the first time in I don't know how many years for a
Yeah.
physical. They gave me all the blood work because they said it
Rip
was
Van
free,
Winkle.
right?
They showed it. What are you, 96 and a 35-year-old body?
Yeah, whatever you just said. So I go in and I have insurance, full coverage. And like, we're gonna get all these blood work done and all these tests done. And I go, is it free? And they said, yeah, everything's covered. It's free. So then I got fired from the job that I was getting insurance from. Then 4 months later, I get a bill in the mail for like $1,600 saying, hey,
You were employed though when you used the health insurance, right?
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So why is they sending me a bill? This has already been done.
Welcome back to the boys venting about the government.
Welcome back to the boys venting about
Use
the
promo code fuck the government for 15% additional taxes.
I don't know. I don't
We're
understand.
brought to you by the IRS.
I feel like the government could be doing something so much more important and
yeah,
figuring.
but they need more money for bombs in Israel, man.
No,
My-
they don't.
my
Be
car
I
loan.
know.
I just need to know how much more money do you want? It's like a situation where like your buddy's like, hey, can you help me out? And I'm like, yeah, but what do you need? I'll Venmo you, but I don't know what to send you. I wish I could just text the government and be like, you know the best part? I get this letter from the IRS. There's a phone number. If you have any questions, just call this number. Here's an extension. I call it, do the extension. We're experiencing a high volume of calls
Yeah.
right now. Not even this is how long you're going to wait. Call back some other time. But the letter says if I don't respond in 20 days,
Yeah.
you're going to butt
That's
fuck
why they
me.
do the mail service.
That's
because
what they did the other day.
I,
with
That's
my
how they
app.
do the
I mailed
mail.
it back. I mailed everything that they asked for and then some and an AI-generated letter
Yeah.
that says, here's what I think happened.
My auto loan said we don't have because I switched insurance recently, and they said we don't have proof of insurance on your current loan. Unless you have 14 business or two business weeks to get us the information, and then I submit it, and it's like it'll take 5 business days to review. And I'm like, if y'all charge that $1,000 to my account, I swear to God, I'll raise hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And then they're like, can you believe that CEO got shot? And I'm like, I can't believe.
more have it.
Yeah,
been
I
shot.
can't
I'm
believe
surprised
this
he
is the
wasn't
first one.
stabbed.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he wasn't
I'm
beat
surprised-
to death with
dude,
bare fists.
Honestly, I'm surprised Luigi Mangione didn't shoot him and then butt fuck him. But the reason he didn't butt fuck him after he shot him was because he had those fucking back problems the whole time.
I think
That's
he's-
the only reason he didn't do it.
Oh,
I think
Luigi,
he's-
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
he had
he's,
back problems.
I think he's gonna get off.
Is he not
Hey, buddy,
processed
I
yet?
get off every time I see that picture of him on the mountain. You know what I'm
Is he
saying?
not processed yet?
No, I don't think they're gonna be. I think they like requested he has like a special jury, or no jury.
Yeah, because they know the jury's going to be like, hey,
There's no selection.
not guilty. Fuck you.
And that's crazy. See, the government always is like, oh, it's it's a fair trial by jury, but then if
No, it's
it's
gonna be
this way, they're gonna fix it this way to help them. They flip the system on everybody. It doesn't matter what you do.
NBA, dude. It's like the NBA. It's like you're playing the Lakers every time with LeBron, and you're like, even if I beat them, you're gonna be like, actually, your foot was on the line, and you also fouled LeBron in the same point, and now he gets free throws and he wins. It's the same shit every fucking time, dude. Works every time.
Come to the live show.
Come to the live show. That already happened
But
in Fort Worth.
yeah,
in Fort Worth. That one hasn't happened yet.
hey,
What up, Greg?
look at that hair.
Did you get audited? Never mind. Audited. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm scared about
Good for
getting
you.
audited. I hate taxes.
I don't even think it's an audit. They were just like, hey,
No,
this seems
they did the same thing for me because I didn't include it the first. I didn't know there was a form, so I just attached the form, and they were like,
My thing
yeah,
is,
I just
my-
want to know.
They
My
didn't
thing
charge
is
me
that
for it,
like
though, which
I would like to abide by what the government's doing if I could call someone and figure out what the fuck is happening, because I don't know what I need to do. And I guess what? I also can't look up on Google what to do because Google's like, I don't know either.
Imagine
Call somebody, and then you call somebody and you can't call somebody.
Yeah.
Imagine how good this podcast could get if we were in prison.
We're about to be.
Come to our live show in Cell Block B. Use the promo code buttfucker.
Yeah, we're tying Justin's hair back. No one's even gonna know.
That's
Use
right.
the promo code drop the soap.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Drop the soap gets you a free episode.
Yeah. Patreon. Oh my god, dude.
I can't believe we got talked about the government that long.
Yeah, I'm
Well-
sorry. I got a little
they'll
distracted.
do that to you.
They pissed me off. They fucking made weed illegal and I already quit. They fucking it's like I paid my taxes and they're like, "You sure? Why did you accept them? Why did I get an email and a text that said, "Hey, good news. The IRS accepted your federal return." I can't.
No, you can't.
What else do we got?
No, you totally can't.
Nothing, dude.
I never finished my Daytona story, just to let you guys know.
Oh, sorry. Was that the bar where you got drunk?
Yeah, it's okay though.
Nice.
That tends to happen.
What about
Yeah.
the dinosaur?
Tends to happen with y'all.
Ooh.
So the Daytona story, it was really simple. It was like literally like not even a minute long story, I think.
It wasn't simple.
So all it was is just that we were at the bar and I got drunk and they were, mug beer. And we walked outside to smoke a cigarette.
Nice.
And there was 2 Harleys out front. And I told my friends, I go, hurry up, dude, take this picture. And I got on some guy's random Harley. I don't even know who it was,
You didn't
dude.
black out. You got
Holding
knocked out.
holding up my mug, taking a picture on this guy's Harley.
Oh my god.
Just going, yeah.
I've seen this picture.
Oh.
I know. Yeah, it's a great picture, and it's in front of the bar that's not there anymore.
Damn.
But that was a great time. Done a lot of stupid shit. We would always go to that bar, and we'd also go on because there'd be regulars in there that drink every day.
I always wanted to be a regular at a bar.
That was simple in
But
a minute.
it's so sad because there was like 3 of them, and it's like there's nothing else to do, and they're only drinking beer. They're drinking like 20 Busch Lights a day,
So was the
And you-
motorcycle thing the end of the story?
kind of. But see, that's what I mean. You guys, that's all it was. Yeah, I have a picture. That's why I wanted to say it. It just took that long to get there. I didn't want to interrupt you and Marcus's podcast.
Sorry.
Oh, geez.
Thanks for
Oh,
being a
geez.
guest.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
thanks
know.
for
You're
doing a guest
welcome.
spot on the pod.
Thank you guys for helping me.
For sure, dude.
Putting me here.
Been
I
killing it
appreciate
up at Sunset. Too.
People
real
been-
sees real. That's what we always say on our pod,
Yeah,
right,
dude.
Marcus?
People have been
Yeah,
asking
that's
me
the name of
to
the
be
The
a
real
guest.
sees real.
Yeah, people have been asking me to be a guest on the pod. And I'm like, hey guys, I'm barely a guest on the pod.
Who works
Yeah.
every time?
Yeah,
What's that? This is the Real Sees Real podcast.
I know it is.
Yeah.
With
And the real
Marcus-
sees real,
with
dude.
Marcus Olin and Phillip Garcia.
Again,
no
I was
one
going to
else.
tell you, and yeah,
And no one else. That's
And no
part
one
of the
else.
name.
Yeah.
there's another thing of Daytona I was going to tell you.
What happened? So you're on the motorcycle. Yeah, but
Nothing.
the regulars.
Yeah, the story really gets derailed a lot.
Yeah.
What about the regulars?
Tell us about the regular.
Do you guys have anything to say about?
Yeah, I always
don't
wanted
wanna
to be a
interrupt
regular
you
at a
guys.
bar.
I don't want to interrupt
It's a
you
little
guys.
hot.
And then you said they used to just drink beer, Busch Light, and I'm just sitting here like,
so you
that
walk
sounds
into the bar,
awesome.
right? You walk into the bar and everything stops, and they're listening to like
Oh,
George
yeah.
Strait.
Keep going, Justin.
You guys are the worst.
They turn
man.
around and they
What?
look at you because you're not a regular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
What-
then what happens?
you're an asshole for doing that.
What?
And then we would go to the jukebox and play like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and everything that they didn't want to hear in DMX.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be way more funny if you guys were engaged, but I didn't want to. Again, I'm sorry to interrupt your guys'
I think
podcast.
that's a really good story.
Yeah, it would have been a good story if you guys let it go for fucking 2 minutes, but you guys had to talk about your government and your taxes.
Double the time. You said it was only a minute last
Was
time.
it a regular jukebox with coins, or was it like the digital one?
But no, it was an old school one.
Okay, that's why you keep the coin.
That's so
I hate
cool.
your guys' questions. And I know why you're doing it,
So
because
what's
you almost feel bad.
What's the story?
I don't feel bad at
The
all.
story was a 2-minute fucking story that was interrupted by 40 minutes of
Are
government.
you sure it's not 4 minutes?
You were talking about the government too. Don't act like you're not pissed.
Oh, I joined in on you guys'
So at
conversation so I could be part of the podcast.
Daytona bar where there's hoods of NASCARs and lamps and beers and mugs and Harleys outside that don't belong to you, and then
See, I don't even remember most of the bars. I would just get so drunk.
I
You know what I mean?
drunk at those bars. I got so drunk when I was young.
what was
You
the
remember-
blackout part?
There was not a blackout part. I was
That
just
was
telling
the
you
question. The question was,
There-
what is
it
your
was just a-
blackout story where you woke up somewhere and you didn't know what happened?
Yeah, but I wasn't talking about that story. I was just talking about a crazy thing we did at a dive bar. The dive bars. We were talking about dive bars and how
See,
great
I'm,
they were.
I'm more here than you think I am.
See, when you brought up dive
Oh,
bar,
you are? That's first time I didn't know that. I'm sorry, Phillip.
That was minute 5. I'm locked in.
I always thought they called it a dive bar because when they threw me out of it, it looked like I was diving.
That's
Nice.
good. That's a good joke.
I wanted to do that one a while ago too, but
Yeah.
you're not the only one who's getting cut off.
That's that. I was cut off at the bar too.
I was
I've
going to
been-
say something.
You ever been cut
earlier,
off on
too.
a plane?
I was.
What were you going to
Sorry,
say earlier?
Go ahead, Marcus. What were you saying?
I was asking if y'all ever been cut off on a plane.
Oh yeah, I've been not let on a plane
What do you mean cut off on a
Different.
plane? Like in the sky?
because
Yeah, no, I mean you're on the plane and you're trying to get shithoused, and they're like, "Sir," and you're like,
no,
what?
dude. The thing is,
No.
the one time I flew first class and tried to get drunk because it was free drinks, the waitress came twice, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Was it
Yeah.
a 3-hour flight?
Yeah,
That's how it goes. You got to double up.
Dude, these
I know I
fucking.
could double up.
See, that's how I know you don't belong in first class. You don't have the Ritz like me.
I
How many
tried to
times have you
double
flown?
up, dude.
How many times have you flown first class?
I only fly first class.
That didn't answer it. Still,
Okay, how many times? The answer is how many times have I flown?
nope.
How many times have you flown?
About 50.
That's it.
All first class.
That's it.
Yeah, 50 times 1.
Your first flight, you flew first class.
Actually, yes. And my brother threw up
What about
everywhere.
your second one?
I don't remember my second flight, but it was first class.
What about your third one?
First class.
Fourth?
Dude, so what happened after the Harley?
All I did was take a picture on it, dude.
I was on a plane and I was trying to get drunk, and I'm ordering Heinekens, and I guess I'm ordering them too rapidly in succession. I wasn't even drunk. I was on like my third one, and she's like, "I think you've had enough." And it's the way she went, "I think you've had enough,"
Oh, fuck
and I just
you.
wanted to be like, "Bitch, what the fuck do you know? For real?
What do you know?
What the fuck? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Go get me another Heineken, you dumb bitch." And I didn't say that. I just looked at her like, "What?"
I had 3 beers. That's it.
Yeah, but I had them so fucking fast, and she didn't want to go get another one. I'm
How
like, "You better
fast
bring me
was it?
two." I mean, we were still on the ground. We hadn't taken off.
Well,
Did she have a point? Yes. Did I have a drinking problem? Still do.
When did they
but
give drinks before takeoff?
I
Well, you have
I
to be in
said that
first
to
class.
be
Is that
funny.
first class?
I said that to be funny. It
In
was
first class, you get drinks before takeoff, but if the server doesn't care, then you get one, and then it's like, whatever.
The server,
There's not
yeah.
even, I would rather sit in the back of the business class and just wait.
I like the bus boy on the plane. I think the bus boy is my favorite position.
There's not a busboy on the plane.
Well,
It's the
there's
server that
servers, there
didn't
must be
serve you the
busboys.
drinks.
You mean
it's
the-
the server that didn't serve you the drinks, and it's the one that they always look at you too.
The flight
you know,
attendant.
You know what? You know the only happy server on a plane. The only flight attendant that's happy on the flight is the gay one. It's the gay man, and he's got the microphone. And he's like, "Hey,
That's because he
everybody,
gets to
welcome to
turn-
the flight."
That's because he gets to turn his grinder onto 1,000+ miles.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's like heading there now.
Yeah, dude, and all the women come around and they're in their sweater vests and shit, and they just look so mad.
Because they don't get to fuck the guys. They're all
They're gay.
horny, and
But
they're
you know
mad
how
at
many
me for
guys
drinking
hit on
Heinekens.
those women? I bet.
Well, me when I was drunk on Heinekens, but
I love
What do
flight
you mean
attendants.
I can't have an Heineken? Tits? Just give me a fucking what? What is this?
Hey, dude, I know.
I
there's-
thought this was Delta. She's like, this is Frontier. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Frontier,
Is
that's
this
the
flight going to DC? She's like, no. I'm like, I'm on the wrong plane.
You know my favorite
Can I have
part?
a Heineken?
Bag of ice every flight.
what
They're always-
backlights?
They always have a bag of ice.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no ice machine on this plane, huh?
No.
That's me.
You know
Drunk
what
on a plane.
you know what pisses me off?
What?
Can I have a Diet Coke? And then they put so much fucking ice in a tiny little in a shot glass, and then they just fill it up until the foam is at the top, and they're like, there you go. And I'm like, you're gonna give the guy behind me the rest of that Diet Coke, aren't you?
What's the deal with plain Diet
I
Coke?
swear to Christ.
I hate ordering like anything on a plane because it's gonna make it just makes me more mad.
You know what's
because
crazy?
it's like I pour the shot and the drink sucks. It's
The
it's like
food,
half
what's the deal
lukewarm.
with airline food, right?
Dude, and then you have you ever tried to bring a 2-liter of Diet Coke through security? They don't let you do that
No,
either.
you're
No.
psycho.
Because
Who's
if-
bringing a 2-liter of fucking Coke?
the guy
Markus,
who wants
shut up!
the guy who
Shut
wants the
up!
guy who wants more Diet Coke than what the fucking bitch gives you.
Says
That
the-
guy.
says
no
the guy,
one brings.
Says the guy who brings minis through TSA.
Yeah. Who is that? You.
That was me saving money.
It sounds like
I
you're
was saving
missing
money.
the 2-liter of Diet Coke.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
I know I
oh.
bought the Diet Coke on the plane.
Because they're like, oh, well, you're going to turn that 2-liter of Diet Coke into a bomb. I'm like, check me for Mentos. Check me for Mentos. See if I have
would
any
be-
Mentos.
It would be funny to take one time because you can bring a lighter on a plane, and they
Yeah.
give you napkins, and you just take one of those little Buffalo Trace bottles, and you crack the top off. You take a little sip, and you shove the
Make
napkin,
the tiniest little Molotov.
just throw it into the cockpit.
Why'd you do that? Because you
'Cause-
guys cut off my
yeah.
friend 17 years ago
Eh.
because he wanted another fucking Heineken, and now he's an alcoholic.
So I Molotov the Delta flight
Yeah.
with a little baby bottle of whiskey that would only cause fear.
I love
no
the next
damage.
flight. Phillip goes on there and be like, "Sir, we can't let you on." You
That's fair. That was a joke. I have something called.
Hey,
retardation.
This is a fucking comedy podcast, all right? We love the IRS.
Yeah, we fucking love the fucking IRS.
Shout out to the IRS.
What's our time at?
It's at 20 minutes.
Yeah. It says 01:01:31. What is that? An hour and 1 minute and 35 seconds. No.
I think we wrap up on just the end of Justin's story.
So I'm all right.
Well, then we're gonna have to do
this is
another
what
hour
this is what I wanted to get
because I
to,
got like
right?
one sentence to say.
This is what I wanted to get to, right? Because you were talking about how you want to go to Europe. And you guys were talking about how you can't do anything fun in Texas.
Yeah.
You know, you go to Europe, which is apparently there's no freedom over there. But you know what you can do? You can land at 8 a.m. in Amsterdam. They got a bar in the airport you can drink at. You can get on a train drunk that takes you to another bar in downtown Amsterdam
Or a
in
bicycle.
the central area. No, you don't want to ride a bike. You want to get drunk
Yeah.
and fuck a hooker maybe.
Okay.
So then you go into a bar. It's 8 a.m. and it's packed full of Irish people fucking getting drunk. And you're like, oh my God, I'm not Irish. And they're like, you are now.
but they
and then
speak
you just
English,
start
which
drinking.
is dope.
They start speaking
Why
English.
Irish?
They just were there that time.
Okay.
I don't know.
Dude, that
I don't
sounds
think it's like
awesome.
that every time.
See, it's like other people with the same goal in mind. It's like, what else are we gonna do?
Yeah,
Drink.
you want to be an alcoholic? Go back to Europe, cracker. You're in the wrong place
Dude, my
if you
brother
want to
lives
drink.
in London. I gotta go visit him.
Yeah, you can get shit house. It's expensive. They got a lot of Muslims there. They're gonna get rid of that, but
Yeah.
you're not
We're gonna get
you're
rid
not-
of it?
They're gonna get rid of drinking
Why is everybody getting rid of the fun?
because God/Allah
many-
says you can't.
Too many Harley owners were like, dude, these pricks keep getting drunk and taking pictures on our bikes.
You're so petty.
And they have
dude.
more lobbying power than you think.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching the Works Every Time podcast. Make sure you subscribe, comment, share, like,
Drink.
all of those stuff. Check out TEJAS Tonic and the
We love
Sunset
you.
Strip Comedy Club. We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
We'll see you next time.
Me.